Why is it so difficult to observe oneself even when you know that observation is the key?
When a situation is on, that is the most inappropriate time for a beginner to observe. Already you are into the problem. And when you are into the problem, you start observing. You cannot observe, simply you cannot observe. Why? Why you can't observe? Because we are habituated in going along with the problem. We have set patterns, we have set habits, patterns. Our inner vasana is like that because of long time training. So that is the most inappropriate time for a person actually to start observing. We have to observe at other times when you are peaceful. That's the best time for you to start your work. Anything which you are doing, you have to start at a time when you are calm. You are calm and quiet, you are starting to observe. When you are observing, what is the observation as we were mentioning before? I was mentioning before. What is observation? You look at the mind. You prepare yourself, you close your eyes, you look inside. You see thoughts are coming up. And then you see memories are popping up. Then you see there is a program which is going on, which is analysis. And from the analyzed product, you make a judgment. And this is the normal process which is going on. Without observation, you will never understand what is going on. So now, in the normal time, when something is happening inside, you are observing, you are seeing the whole process. You are not supporting any of the program. That's the key. You are not supporting any of the process which the mind is doing. You are simply observing. As we are not tuned to simple observation like that, it may be difficult. But you can train yourself slowly at times when there is no problem. And then you observe, you see there is a tendency for analyzing, making judgments, but you can still see it. I am not saying that you should not go with that. You are observing the program which is going on. As you are observing the program, you are the observer of the program, not the involved party to the program. And that kind of a training when you are doing for maybe some weeks, then it becomes easy for you to spread your observation at other times when there is slight turbulence, because you are habituated in looking. And when a turbulence is coming, and then immediately you see your body is changing, your breath rate is changing, your heartbeat is changing, your whole body is shaking, shivering. Before you have never seen the changes that is happening even in your body. You start the observation of what is going on inside and outside the body. So you see that there is a big turbulence which is going on. You observe from the external part of your existence, which is your body, and then you see there is a lot of changes going on in your body, and then slowly you can introduce the inner observation that you are habituated for a few days now. And then you see that you can observe. Then at a certain moment, you cannot continue observing. You are lost. You are caught by the problem. Now you are attached with the problem. When you are attached with the problem, you are the problem. You are the problem. And there, if you get a little space where you can suggest to yourself to look again, this is a reminder to look inside. You are reminding yourself because you remember that it's important. Otherwise, you get into trouble. So you are reminding yourself, look, continue to look. And then the problem is growing, you can continue to look. It's very interesting. So it becomes an interesting sports for you to keep up with the observer. And then after some time, what will happen? Your observer succeed, and then the observation continues and the attachment loses with the problem. You lost the problem when you continue to be as the observer. Once when you can handle it in this way, next time it will be much easier for you. You get confidence that I can manage this. Actually, this is how we change our vasanas, our patterns, or some scars. And slowly, slowly you become a different person because problems are there, you continue to observe. You're not shaky anymore. All of a sudden, in real time, nobody can do anything. You are caught by the problem. You are the problem. So I suggest you to just start observing when you are calm. Continue doing it for some time that you know how to observe, and then you can apply it in a circumstance in real time, and then you see that I can handle it. I'm still the observer. I'm not losing the observation. Thereby you get confidence that I can manage. And likewise, you manage 2 or 3 times, then you feel confidence that your observer is on constantly. You become the observer. In Sanskrit, we have a word sakshi. Sakshi means the witness. You remain as the witness. That will be followed. And you become an observer. So, if you try to observe at times of calamity as a starting of your work, you may sometimes not succeed. So you have to start it otherwise, in other times when you are calm. Slow and steady practice will lead you to continue the observation without getting lost in observation. Then finally you will be an observer. Whatever is happening, the observer is on.